I'm Judy Herman, helping leaders and families create connection beyond conflict. I'm so glad that you joined me. I'm a licensed counselor in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and licensed in the state of Tennessee. Just wanted to tell you this is not a substitute for counseling, or it's considered counseling services. I will be talking about some mental health issues today. And the topic of our conversation is when your best year starts out wrong. First of all, I want to ask you, here it is just a little over a week in 2018, and how many of you have already started your year out great, perhaps better than expected, or maybe it's kind of okay, or perhaps it's just not good at all? And can you just comment in the comments, say great, or okay, or just say nope, and then I'll know where you are on that. And then secondly, wanted to ask how many of you you make New Year's resolutions every year, or you make goals. So if you do, just say yes I do goals, and if you don't, just say nope, and then that way I'll know who's listening. I'd love to hear. I'm personally the type of person that does make goals every year, and I followed Michael Hyatt. He's my virtual mentor. Last week I wanted to share a story with you to let you know, yes, my first week really did not start out well. I wrote a blog post on it, but here's what I expected. I was involved in Michael Hyatt's Best Year Ever program in 2017 and went to his live event last year, and it was awesome. I decided to do it for 2018. I was really looking forward to it. I was ready to say goodbye to 2017, and aren't we all to a certain extent? We have some unexpected things or discouragements that we have to get over, and we're just ready to say goodbye and say hello to 2018. I think for most of us, it's like a blank slate, isn't it? We can start brand new. So I was all energetic. I've been planning for weeks to go to Nashville and meet a bunch of people that I had already connected with last year, and also some people on the closed Facebook group. I was all excited. I sat right there in the front row, and things were going great. By the second day, I woke up and had this horrible head cold. It was, I could feel it coming on, and I started coughing, and I just did not feel well. I thought, okay, so what do I do? I was going to miss part of the conference, and I was kind of really discouraged. Well, I wanted to share with you, yeah, we all go through discouragements, not just for the new year, but there's so many things that happen, and what do we do? I want to talk about three mental impulses to avoid. And if you identify with any of these, I would just really appreciate you saying so, because I think it's something that we all identify with, but it was something certainly that I was fighting last week when I was in Nashville. One impulse to avoid is catastrophic thinking. The way catastrophic thinking goes is something like this. All this money, and it wasn't for me anyway. There's nothing I can do about it now. It wouldn't work for me even if I felt well. Might as well pack up and go home. So that's what I was thinking, and I was struggling with. And so catastrophic thinking is one thing. Cynical attitudes are another. Cynical attitudes sound something like, I knew this program wasn't for me anyway. There's nothing I can do about it. My goals don't matter, and it wouldn't work anyway. Actually, and I think I said, about the catastrophic thinking. The catastrophic thinking is, all this money and time is wasted. This is the worst year ever, and I'm never doing this again. Phone call. Then the cynical attitude. Yes, cynical attitude, this isn't going to work anyway. And I think these things just come up and we don't even realize that they're coming up. The last one is the stagnant feelings of negativity and discouragement. And it might go something like this. I might as well go home and forget about it. People I met won't remember me anyway. I'm not going to do this again. So we can have those yucky feelings of, why we shouldn't have done this. But what we have to do is we need to be aware, first of all, that those things are going on. What did I do? I woke up that morning and I thought, okay, I could pack up, I could go home, or I could pack up and get ready and see how I'll feel. And that's actually what I did. I laid down further. I knew I was going to miss some of the conference, which I did. And I decided I'm just going to take some deep breaths and meditate for a good 20 minutes. And while I did, I prayed. And by doing that, just slowing down my thinking, slowing down the process and realizing what was going on, I was able to get clear-headed. So what I ended up doing after that meditation was gathering all my belongings. I drove to the nearest drugstore, got an over-the-counter symptom relief, and I went on to the conference. I didn't shake hands with people or give them hugs or anything, but I sat further out. But I was able to still get the content and connect with people, which I'm really glad that I did. What I wanted just to remind you of is it's just so important to recognize those automatic thoughts that come so naturally. They can just overtake our thinking and we can make things worse. I'm doing much better, obviously. And actually what I'm doing right now is, some of you are into diffusers, so sure enough, I got my little diffuser and I've got eucalyptus essential oils in it, so it's really helping. Some of you, I don't know if you're familiar already with Michael Hyatt. He does have a book out, and I think he's given away some free bonuses. Best Year Ever is the name of his book. If you wanted to check into that, bestyearever.me, I think, is the website for that. What I wanted to share with you, something I'm so excited about, is the Professional Women's Focus Group. That's actually starting the end of this month, and I'm doing a live webcam call at 2 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow. If you are interested, this is a live webcam. It's a Q&A. It's a way to get connected with some other prospects. And just let me know and I'll send you a link. And Corey, I'm so glad you're here. Like, it's so cool that you wrote. And but you had a great start in 2018, slowing and getting back on track. Hey, you go, girl. So proud of you. But we need each other to cheer us on, don't we? We can't have a best year ever and try to do that in solitude. We really can't just make goals and plan to achieve them in solitude. And that's why I like doing group work. So if you're interested in doing the Professional Women's Focus Group, it is not a therapy group. It is actually a mastermind. And I'm looking for some positive folks that will be able to recognize some of these cynical attitudes when they show up. And if not, the group will point it out to you. But I'm so excited about it. And join me if you can, okay? So looking forward to it and so glad to connect with you here. I don't want to ramble on and on unless somebody has some questions, but hey, thanks for showing up, Corey. You encourage me, girl, all right? So have a great new year, and you can turn that worst thing into something positive, all right? Thanks, bye-bye.